My celebration at finishing the North Island leg of Te Araroa was short-lived. 5 AM the following day, I was on board the Aotearoa, sailing across an oddly calm Cook Strait to the small but important town of Picton. Bounce boxes filled, sealed, and shipped off, Matt, Melly, and I boarded our shuttle to Ship's Cove, passing by our Podopectus dolphins along the way.
When they're born, they're only the size of a rugby ball. It is so tiny.
Don't throw them. The Queen Charlotte track is designed for both hiking and cycling. It made for a good, gentle warm-up to an island that we knew would be throwing some gnarly trails at us over the coming weeks. A never-ending choir of cicadas and the hot sun were the only things that could dampen our progress as we skirted around various bays and inlets, their deep blue waters looking very enticing. Oh, what a spot. Of course you fell over. With the Tararuas still fresh in my mind, I was loving the wide paths with their gentle climbs and descents, helped along with some lovely views over Queen Charlotte Sound. Ferry? Good ferry. Speaking of which, after the mud and countless creek crossings traversed in the Tararuas, I made the change to trail runners in Wellington, finally letting go of my desire to keep my feet dry at all costs. After only a couple days wearing them, I was kicking myself for not having made the change sooner. Compared to my boots, it felt like I could walk on air with how light my shoes were. Big old burgers. Hello there. You got a nest up there, don't you? Following the green waters of Pelorus Sound, we arrived at the small town of Havelock, enjoying the comfort it offered that would be sorely missed once we embarked on the next stage of our journey.
That is not what trees normally do.
No. Let's go to town food for 9 days. I got my squid. Matt's got his roast. And Matt has napkins as well. It is the 11th of January. We are just leaving the lovely little town of Havelock. This will be the last town we see for 9 days. Yep, You heard me right, 9 days until our next resupply point. A daunting reminder that this island would be wildly different to our experience on the north. We all had more than enough food to get through it, but there was always the risk our progress would be halted with bad weather, flooded streams, or injuries. But the truth is, we can't control these things. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, all we can do is take things one step at a time, enjoying the journey and the opportunities it provides. The road is ended, and the dock sign points to the start of the Richmond Ranges. Bring it on! Most of today's walk was on an easy to follow trail beside the Pelorus River. Sketchy swing bridge time! Oh. The main hazard being New Zealand's infernal sandflies. They were relentless, and seemingly the only way to avoid them was to get in the cold waters of the river itself. Captain Creek Huts. Even if we weren't staying in them, each hut we passed was a source of encouragement and relief, a chance to stop and rest in the safety of its walls, and to prepare for the next leg of our journey. Hut number 2. The final challenge of the day was a steep climb up to Rock's hut, baking in the sun shining through the canopy. Dear New Zealand, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. Why are you so hot? It was at Rock's hut where we met a rather interesting character. Guten Tag. This is Ollie, a Swiss mountaineer slash hiker slash all-round cool dude who became the 4th member of our little trail family. You're going to see a lot more of him and his shenanigans throughout the South Island. Nice hut you got here. Alright, day 2 of the Richmonds. And it's another long one. 25 k's, about 1800 meters of ascent, and it started raining. But spirits are good. It's going to be a good walk. At long last, the sun is starting to show itself. Maybe these clouds will lift at some point. Around the corner, yeah, Browning Hut. Nice. Although we can't control the weather, we can control how we react to it. With rain forecasted during the technical ascent of Mount Rintle, we decided to complete a massive leg from Rocks to Slatey Hut in a single day, so we could get over the mountain in good weather. Doing this meant enduring a brutal 900 meter climb up to Mount Starall in scorching conditions. Look at everyone's sweaty bodies. I know, we smell so good. Yes, 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 yes. Starall Hut. That was probably the toughest climb I've done so far. Am I happy to be here?
2 hours 45 from Hackert up to here.
We climbed 930 meters in 2 hours and 45 minutes. Hell yeah! Wow, that's pretty special. The climb may have left me physically exhausted, but the confidence I took away from it was something that continued to motivate me throughout the rest of my time in New Zealand. Howdy, howdy. Got the Indian curry. The colour matches your jacket. We have to head all the way up that way tomorrow. Waking up to clear skies made the pain of yesterday all worth it. I was in my happy place, exploring one of the prettiest countries in the world, on a mountain range, in good weather, with spectacular views. Made it all, man. Let's get down. Fine, you'll come out. There you are! Right. Here we go! Almost at the top of Lil Riddy. Peek over there. Let's go down. Very steep. And then Amarillo isn't there, if you believe me. Yeah, very steep was an understatement. That works. That works as well. Woo! Let's go! Sweet slope time. Favorite kind of slope. It's not. Hot time, hot time.
Sorry.
Nah, you're fine. The hardest part of the Richmonds was now complete, but there was still a lot more trail to cover over the next 4 days. Oh boy. On the flip side, it also means there were still 4 more days of amazing experiences to be had, including an encounter with some of Aotearoa's unique bird life. Very nice. Good day, good day.
36 minutes.
Ah,
Woo.
good job us.
Yeah, good one.
I got a step here. Like that. More technical trails awaited us as we followed the Waiau River upstream. Jeez, that guy's good. The scenery had also taken on a completely different colour palette, the reddish tones from the dirt and rocks feeling oddly reminiscent of the bush back home in Australia.
Glowing.
Bright orange hut. Despite the evidence to the contrary, the towering mountains made it abundantly clear I was still in New Zealand. Hey, hey, hey!
Beautiful day.
Having eaten through most of our food by now, our packs were much lighter, a fact that I think all of our bodies appreciated. During my research on the TA, I became well acquainted with the infamous reputation that the Richmonds had made for itself. I knew it would be tough, and it definitely was, but the one thing I hadn't considered was how much stronger I would be after 1800 kilometers of tramping. Distances and climbs that I would have simply ruled out pre-trail were now very doable, helped all the more by being able to share this incredible journey with Matt, Melly and Ollie. Nice. Alright, last day of the Richmonds. Let's get down this mountain. The Richmond Ranges ended unceremoniously,
I think we have to turn around, it's too dangerous.
with a shortcut down the mountain to a state highway, followed by a long road walk into St Arnaud. Richmonds completes. As I am hitching. Well, I tried to hitch, but it wasn't working. So now I'm back on the road. There was little time to rest, with just one day to resupply, recharge, and refresh. Mediterranean breakfast. And very happy Melly.
No oats.
No oats.
Yeah.
And this is Ollie's breakfast. A chai latte. As much as I would have liked a dry introduction to the Nelson Lakes, I was still excited to explore a part of the country I hadn't yet seen. Look, as much as I don't like hiking in the rain, it was about time we got some. I mean, this is New Zealand after all. It's kind of what they're known for. After Lakehead Hut, the rain came down hard, my early excitement quickly turning to frustration. It is now very much turned into a game of head down, get to hut as fast as we can. Looking back, it was one of those solid Type 2 fun days that, with the benefit of hindsight, were actually a lot more enjoyable than they felt at the time. There it is. Yes. John Tate Hut. Oh. Blue sky. I repeat, we have blue sky. Is that our bridge? Yeah. No, I'm not crossing that. I'm taking a detour. It's half an hour, but there's a bridge. Oh, that's more like it. Head to Upper Travers Hut. Have lunch here. Then over the saddle. At least in theory. That theory had to wait for a sudden downpour to pass. I didn't exactly fancy being up there on the saddle in the rain. So if you're on to TA this season, you see this pole right here,
2000!
and you see Melly who will stay here to measure it. This spot Max 2,000 Ks. Only 1,000 to go. And with this can, I have made it to Travers Saddle. Doing my best to stay upright on the slippery clay slopes of the saddle, I slowly descended into the warm embrace of that night's hut. Through this section, we had been hiking in two distinct groups. Matt's father had joined him in St Arnaud, so they were going a bit slower than the rest of us. For today's journey, Melly went with them, whilst Ollie would keep me company. It just keeps getting better and better. First stop for today, Roto Mari Whenua, Blue Lake. Well, it certainly is blue. But do you know what else is blue?
Yeah.
Our company split here, Ollie and I in the lead as we pushed forwards past Lake Constance to the base of Waiau Pass. It goes up. Hey, come on. And it's down there. And I'm always at the top. Oh, wow. Very good quality wah-wah right here. Super clear. Not even bothering if you filter it. It was another long, tiring day over yet more spectacular technical terrain. But instead of relief when we finally arrived at the hut, my thoughts turned to the whereabouts of my friends behind me. We are now coming up on 11 hours and 50 minutes since I left West Sabine Hut, and I have made it to Waiau Hut. What a day. Howdy, stranger. Not helped in the slightest when a storm started rolling in.